America, everybody is making ribs barbecue. Ribs, the you know, like fancy food supposedly. And now I know what the ribs issue. Women, they, once I was walking down the street, la 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 la, and I was alone in the beach, brother. And I saw a woman, brother. She had something white in her chest. At that time, I was naive. I was not reading the knowledge of the Quran. But after reading this, brother, I noticed that this woman, she was having masturbation. Because this is her sperm. But how I know, brother? I was naive at that time, brother. I was not educated. I did not read the Quran. Any Muslim want to say something? This is Ibn Kathir, not me. Hey, Ibn Kathir people. Hello? Anyone? Man, I'm afraid to get married. You get married, you go to the bedroom, your wife, she take off her clothes and saying, instead of seeing two breasts, you see two testicles there. That's horrible. So women, they have a sperm, Abdul. And not only Ibn Kathir is a victim. The one who said that really is Muhammad. Let us see what Muhammad he said. Hey, by the way, there's a hadith here is about the size of the angel of Allah. Guys, look at this. It has been permitted to me to tell, Muhammad speaking, of Allah angel who bear the witness, the throne. Allah there is angels carrying the throne. The distance between the loop of their ear and his shoulder is a journey of 700 years. Abdul, the angel, he have ears, and the loop, he have a loop of his ears, and the distance between his loop of his ears and his shoulder is 700 years. So how this angel was squeezing Muhammad? Let it go, let it go. Okay. The messenger of Allah said, excuse me, too much excitement. The messenger of Allah said, the water of the man is thick and white, and the women water is a thin and yellow. When Muhammad he says water and the Quran says water, what the Muslim they say? It's a sperm. Sperm, hello. Okay. So Muhammad's claiming that from the water of the women which she see in her vagina when she have orgasm, that is where the baby coming. From the water of the man which is a thick and white, and the water of the women, and whoever comes first is going to be in control of the look and the gender. Who of you agree with the Prophet Muhammad? Anyone? No, no. The reason I think Muhammad is speaking about women, they have a water which is yellow. I think because they have infection. You know, I think he never met a woman. She don't, or maybe he made her infected, because obviously this is kind of infection. Why women she have? Actually, I was reading this for long, but I don't know anything about those stuff. As you know, I'm very naive at those things. But then one of you told me that women, if they have infection only, that the color there will be yellow. Actually, there's different hadith. It says the following, which is proving this infection story. Let us see if we can find it. And here you notice, you know, that Muhammad women, obviously they have infections. Look, all their discharge is yellowish. Look at this. Even their menses has something wrong. One of the wives of Allah, apostle, joined in itikaf supposedly he was praying, and she noticed a blood and yellowish discharge coming from her beep. You see, here they are saying private part, but in Arabic it doesn't say private part. Trust me, it says that word. And then she put a dish under her when she prayed. I mean, look at the news, guys. Everybody have to know now. 1.4 billion Muslims, they are going to know what happened to the private part of the wife of the prophet. This is very important. Everybody have to know. I mean, imagine if the wives of the prophet at that time, they have Facebook. Ding, tweet from the wife of Aisha. She is tweeting. Once of the wives of the prophet apostle zoned him itikaf, and she did notice the blood, the yellowish discharge from the private part, and then she put a dish under him, prayed. And then the Muslims, they will give a like, and they will spread the tweet everywhere. Share a book, share a like, share a like, share a like, share a like, share and like, share and like, share and like, please. I mean, what is this? But this is telling us the quality of the household of Muhammad. What kind of people those people are, to talk about what's happening to their vagina publicly. You know what I mean? So here you notice too, again, why the women, she have a yellowish discharge. I'm not a doctor. If there's anyone is a doctor here, anyone? By the way, I can work as a doctor. I have a friend, he do haircut in the Middle East. He work as a doctor as part-time. Okay, we go back to the topic. Ibn Kathir. So what do you say, Muslims? Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman, it's a fluid, yellow and fine in texture, and the child will not be born except from both, i.e. there is sexual fluid. Ibn Kathir is my best guidance to Allah. We open Skype only as an exception. That look like nobody is calling. I don't want to use Skype actually, but just to show you all that they are not what they claim. Anyone? Hello? Anyone? Okay, what about an angel with 3 wings? Who is a Muslim would like to call us? Or what about we read for you the story of Sulaiman? Shall we? The story of Sulaiman will drive you nut, brother, from Ibn Kathir. Brother, you will love it, brother. If you go to Ibn Kathir in English, you will find nothing the same as Ibn Kathir in Arabic. And this is why I say never trust or learn Islam from Islamic translation. I will give you an example. If we go to chapter 38, actually any chapter, is all of them is the same. But let us see this chapter. If we go to chapter 38 and try to find interpretation for verse 34 as an example, this is what it says in this interpretation, but what it is in English have nothing to do what it is in Arabic. Any Muslim can tell us why the English translation of Ibn Kathir have nothing to do with the Arabic translation of Ibn Kathir? Anyone? Why is story different? Any Muhammadan want to say something to us? Why we cannot find the story which is in the Arabic book of Ibn Kathir in the English translation? I will tell you why. Because the translator, because he is ashamed of what is written in Ibn Kathir, he cut more than 80 to 90% of the stories. Anyone have a comment from the Muhammadan? This is Ibn Kathir in Arabic for the same page. Chapter Sod, verse number 34. Okay. And this is the interpretation in Arabic. Line by line, we cannot find what is written in Arabic in the English website. Anyone can tell me why? Why? Here is speaking about a genie, his name is Sakhr. And this genie, Shaitan, he used to go and bring water from a spring of water in the sea once every 7 days. And then the water of this spring turned into wine. And this is how wine came to existence. But where we can find this story here? Both are the book of Ibn Kathir. Where is the story here? We cannot find it. Let us see if we can translate this page to English. Okay, that's good. Well, English translation is not really good in Google, but better than nothing. You see how different the interpretation between this and that? Supposedly we are translating exactly the same book, the same chapter, the same verses in the Quran of Ibn Kathir, but what is written in Ibn Kathir have nothing with what is written in the translation of Ibn Kathir in the Muslim website. Solomon, he was building in Jerusalem, and he said to him, the sun does not hear the sound of iron. And he said, he asked for what? For that he could not estimate. And then he said, there's a devil in the sea, Shaitan. His name is Rock and Roll, and he is a semi-genie. I like Google Translation, it's very funny. And he asked him, and he was appointed in the sea. He returned to every 7 days to the seas. There, as I said, there is a water spring in the sea, and he returned there every 7 days. And one day he returned to that spring of water, and then when he went there, the water is not water no more. It became wine, brother. Okay, where we can find this in this website? This is Ibn Kathir and this is Ibn Kathir. Why we cannot find what is written in English in Ibn Kathir in this website in what is written in the Arabic form of Ibn Kathir? I will tell you why. Because you are trying to hide it, brother. And then so he went back thirsty, brother, because it's wine, brother. And he said, well, you know what, this is your good drink. And then, brother, he said, I saw the ring or seal between his shoulders. It was humiliated. He said, I'm reading the funny translation of Google. Anyway, like, here you will see how Shaitan, he found the wine in the spring of water. The water became wine, and then there is a bird. It's called the hubub, and this hubub, he have eggs, brother, and they are like diamond. The hubub eggs. What is this in the Ibn Kathir in English? We cannot find it. All this madness, fairy tale stories, we cannot find it in Ibn Kathir in English. This is in the Arabic book. What do you say, Muslims? Or what about we go? Oh, I cannot find Ibn Kathir in English too, where he speak about Allah cursing Venus. Is that right? But I was able to find that in different book, which is taken from Ibn Kathir. The same story in Ibn Kathir. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Here we go. Brother, here is the wisdom of Islam. Brother, any one of you have the link for the why Sulaiman he died standing? And the reason he did not fall down, because he fell down after a while because the termite ate his stick. Let us read here. Sulaiman army was about 100 blah blah blah, which means is equal to 3,500 miles long. I mean, don't you think this army is so small, man? The army of Sulaiman, the length of it is a 3,500 mile. This is just the length. And the brother, 25% of it were a human, 25% of it are shaitan, genie, 25% of them they are animal, desert animal, and 25% are birds. I'm really convinced. I want to convert to Islam. Unbelievable. This is so beautiful. This is I know kids will love it. I mean, all the kids now will convert to Islam. What is this, man? This is Islam? This is what your Muslims believe? Yeah, this is what they believe. This is what they believe. Okay. He have 1,000 houses of a glass. From a glass. Sulaiman, he have 1,000 houses of a glass. So Sulaiman, when he take off his clothes, everybody watch. Thank God my house is not from a glass. I will be arrested second day. The neighbor, they will reported me exposing myself, brother, when I go I can take a shower. 1,000 house made of a glass, and they were were made above wood. In them 300 wives and 700 slave girls. Sulaiman used to order strong winds to lift the house in order a soft wind to move the house slowly. I'm dying here. I better stop. So the guy Sulaiman, like he wanna have a swing now, like the house is moving, So what he do? Hey, wind, move the house slowly, and the wind starts shaking the house slowly, left and right, left and right, left and right. Come tomorrow, left and right. Enter Sulaiman, he sleep. I mean, what is that? Therefore Allah revealed to him when he was between the heaven and earth, I have increased your kingship in such a way that anybody speaks, if any part of your kingdom, the wind will make his conversation reach toward you. If anyone speak anywhere in his kingdom, the wind will carry, brother, the words to Sulaiman, and he will hear it. This is what it's called, the cell phone of Sulaiman. And you are telling me Islam is not high-tech? You speak in any place of the kingdom of Sulaiman, the wind will make your voice carry it and go to Sulaiman. And Sulaiman, he listened to it. True story. What is this? This is what you want us to read? And this is why you are accusing us we are hiding? Well, we are not hiding, it's here, and we are laughing. Okay, let us read more. At that time, brother, what Sulaiman will eat for breakfast? Okay. Let us see the kitchen of Sulaiman. The kitchen of Sulaiman is also used to be with him having large vessels, in which at a time 100 camels could be cooked in front of their was ground. I don't, what does that mean? For quarter bits. I don't understand this word. Sorry, you know, I don't know. My English doesn't help me, brother. Where they used to graze. Chiefs were busy in cooking, and the artisan busy in their craft, and the horses were tied in front of him. And the bisat, supposedly this is not translated, this is the flying carpet of Sulaiman, was flying, brother. They have a flying carpet, you know that, right? On the day he traveled from the outskirts of Shiraz toward Yemen. He went from Shiraz, all the way from Shiraz. This guy is coming from Yemen, from Iran, and it passed Medina, the city Medina, next to Jeddah. You know, this is the place of Hijrah, the last prophet. Oh, Sulaiman, he been told, they told him here the Hijrah. Muhammad, he will go here. All right. Should I read all of it? You guys, you will sleep. Huh? I mean, if you read all of this. But let us see. I want to see where Shaitan having sex with the wives of Sulaiman. Oh, hold on. This is not important now. I want to see how Allah he sent down two angels. Their name is Harut and Marut, and they had sex with the women. Anyone remember her name? Anyone remember her name? The women. Venus. The story of Venus is adopted in Islam. Supposedly, Venus is a very beautiful woman, and she is very sexy, and you know it. And she came to two angels, which Allah he sent them through the tower of the Babylon. And when they came to this earth, they saw Venus, and they weren't so horny. I mean, put yourself in their shoes. Venus waiting in front of you, and like you say to yourself, I'm not going to look, I'm not going to look, I'm not going to look, and you cannot stop looking, man. I mean, so beautiful. So they ask her to take off her panties. Venus, she said, I will not take off my panties unless you do things for me. They said to her, what do you want? She said, I want the password to go to heaven. What? Venus, she wanted the password to go to heaven, and then she wanted them to worship a god beside Allah. And when she took off her panty, a guy, he came to the tent and he saw them, and she said to them, this guy is going to tell everybody about what you did with me, so go and kill him. So Harut and Marut, they killed the guy. I'm just making the story short for you. The story is here. You know, if you want to read the story, it's all of here. You know, you want to read all of it? I mean, come on, guys, what's wrong with you? You want me to read all of this? I mean, it's not even fair. It's not right. Let us see where the name of Venus will appear. Hold on. Venus. Look like the name of Venus is not appearing here. What they call it? Zuhra? Zuhra? Aha, Zuhra. Okay. Firstly, in the book of okay, it says from Zahra. No, this is not the one. Okay, hold on. Here is the story about Suleiman having sex with 70 women. Only one she gave birth, and he was deformed because he forgot to say inshallah. You remember the story? This was from Muhammad, right? True story too. Okay. I mean, tons of stories here, but I'm trying to find. Where is the story of Az-Zuhra? Anyone have the link? Anyway, you can find it. I mean, the story when she have sex with Harut and Marut. I'm not sure if it is in this same page because the page is long. Harut and Marut. What a religion. Yeah, I can look for it for a different time. But anyway, I mean, here, look at the Muslims. They say to us, why you don't read our books? When we read your books, my friend, we find that your books is nothing but a bust. It is horrible. If this is what will make us believe in Islam, you are wrong. Which books you want us to read? The Quran is very funny, full of stupid stories. The hadith is even more crazy. The interpretation is crazy like crazy. So what we will do? Let me see if I can find the story of Venus. Hold on. Or here the story of the ring of Suleiman. Anyone remember what happened to Suleiman according to the Muslim interpretation? Suleiman, he have a very powerful ring. By the way, I used to have that ring too, but I lost it. And I made the same mistake happening to Suleiman. Look what happened to Suleiman. Suleiman, he have his ring, which Allah he installed inside it, the same as the Lord of the Ring, the movie. He put all the power of Allah inside that ring. And that ring will make Suleiman control everything. The genie, shaitan, even the Quran says that shaitan, they dive for Suleiman. Yeah, brother, they died for Suleiman, and they built for him synagogue which have statues too. I thought statues in Islam is haram. Look what the Quran is saying. Hold on, let us go to the Quran. Chapter 38, verse number 37. You can read Ibn Kathir here, and you will see that how Allah he made gave Suleiman a flying carpet, and he put in the top of it all his kingdom, horses, camels, and in the top of the flying carpet there's 600,000 chairs. This is just for the human, and then this is only actually for the council of a prophet Solomon supposedly. And then the soldiers, as you see, his army was in the length of 3,500 miles. So you can imagine how big the flying carpet. The army alone, the length of it is a 3,500 miles. Where we arrive with 305,000? I mean, what is the distance between USA and Europe? I mean, 3,500 miles. This is the distance between what? More than the distance from France, from Paris to Mecca. I think it's more. I'm not sure what the distance will make, but anyway, I mean, this is a huge. And then in the top of the flying carpet, all his kingship is going to be there. And then Allah, he gave him power to control the shaitans. Satan, he worked for Allah, for Sulaiman. Some of them, they are builders, and some of them, they are divers. Now, okay, think about it. Sulaiman, he was rich. Where the money is coming from? Where is the money coming from? He did not own Microsoft. He did not own Amazon. I mean, come on. So Muhammad, he have to come with a solution. Shaitan, brother, they die.